First of all, God is good, and we've made it this far this year. And I wanted to remind you how important it is for you to sharpen your people skills. I've noticed that a lot of people struggle when it comes to work, when it comes to business, when it comes to developing their own value and personalities. And it's just because we deal with people and we don't know exactly how to handle ourselves. Not handle people, but handle ourselves. So when you work in your people skills and you develop yourself to the level where you can deal with whoever and be able to come up clean of that situation, then you can say that you are advancing with your skills, with your people skills. And I will applaud you for that. So I want to encourage you, and I wanted to tell you how important it is for us to sharpen our people skills and develop those skills and help us get to the next level. Because whatever you want to do, you want to make sure that it's something that is going to propel you and take you to the higher dimension, higher level in your business or work. Asking me about burning bridges with people, and here's my concept about it. The concept of burning bridges comes from Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, the Battle of Creeds. And that concept is in reference to self-destructive thoughts, self-destructive behavior. You know, the idea that people tend to think that I can't do that, I'm not sure if I'm good for this or that, or what if it doesn't work? What if I cannot do it? What if it doesn't work for me? That's what that concept is in reference to. The Battle of Creeds, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, burning bridges, right? But it's not in reference to people. You don't want to burn bridges with people. And here's what I noticed. There's people that they're not only burning bridges out there with other people, they're blowing them up. But you don't want to be that kind of person. You want to foster relationships with people. You want to be the kind of person that people can approach, that people can talk to. You want to attract people. You don't want to repel them, right? So the Battle of Creeds and burning bridges is not in relation to people. It's not in reference to people. It's in reference to self-destructive thinking or self-destructive behavior. So you want to be that kind of person out there that is fostering relationships, that is approachable, that brings value to others. I always mention bringing value to people. So find out what is it that you can do. Now, is there people out there that they are not in agreement with what you do? They don't support you. That's common. That's very normal. So don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. Just become better. That's what I always say. Work on yourself. Work on your skills. And become a better person. So the weather looks, a little bit funny. We tend to go with the flow. We tend to behave the way the weather behaves. So we tend to think of, man, it's Monday, right? A lot of people don't like Mondays, but I'm pumped about Mondays. Mondays are great days to become your week with a lot of momentum and a lot of focus and starving your doubts. And it's a new start for the week. You can step ahead and plan your week and achieve your goals. Today is February the 22nd, Monday, February 22nd, 2016. And this month is almost over. So every day you got to look at your life like, what can I do today? What can I do today to live my dream, to get closer to my desire? You got to know what's your heart desire. And one of the things I want to encourage you to do is, walk away from that la land, from that I don't know why I'm here for, I don't know what to do, I don't know what's next. Walk away from all of that and begin to study yourself, begin to know yourself, begin to study yourself and feed your focus on you, focus on your future. Your future is more important than your past. So when I was younger, when I was in school, a couple of years ago, I struggled because I was never the first one in anything. At first, I wasn't an excellent student. But then I learned that through dedication, persistence, and hard work, you can do everything. I saw it in my family. I saw my dad, and I saw my aunties and mom. I saw a lot of my family doing great. professionally and in studies. So I decided that all you need to do is apply yourself. And that is the same for life or business. You might not be the first one to achieve success in business or in anything you're doing in your career, but if you are dedicated, consistent, persistent, you will in time make it. So I hope this brings. I've been thinking a lot of how much information we have around us nowadays, but more importantly, I've been thinking about all the people that are out there in this season, in this day and time, just inspiring and making a difference in the world, and really setting sail to change their future and the lives of the people around them, the families. It's so important and it's so exciting. But I want to encourage you today. To listen to other people's advices, right? Listen to other people's advices. Listen to other people's opinions. But make sure that at the end of the day, whatever you do, whatever action you take is the product of your own conclusion, all right? So I want to encourage you. I always said, don't be a follower, but be a student, right? So look at what other people are doing. Look at what other people are saying. But at the end of the day, whatever you do, make sure is the product of your own conclusion, all right? So do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what's hard, then your life will be easy. So it's time for you to sit. It's time for you to write it down. It's time for you to put it on paper. What is progress for you? And get up and make it happen, all right? How to win friends and influence people. And I find it very interesting because this book teaches us how people will like you if you like them, right? Like everybody's always looking at what's in it for me. And I've learned a lot from this book. And the one thing I want to encourage you to do is to just think of others, just as you think of yourself. And just remember the golden rule, right? To do unto others as we want others to do unto us. So why am I shooting this video today? I want to leave this quick tip with you. In social media, to be social by faith, regardless of who we are or what our background is or what we think about how much we believe in God or not. But we must live by faith, and it is important nowadays that if you want to ever accomplish anything with your life, it's important to jump off the cliff. A lot of the times I think that what stops us from being who we are to be and what we want to become is the fact that we are scared of jumping off the cliff just because we don't know what to expect once we jump. But once we take the jump, we are liberated, and really we are living our purpose and really are doing the things that we are supposed to be doing with our lives. I don't know, maybe you have a dream that you want more time, you want more freedom, you want to spend more time with your family, or maybe you want to volunteer more, maybe you want to serve more in your church, maybe you want to have a better position in your company. Maybe you want to start a new business. Maybe you want to accelerate the pace of your life. Life is short, and maybe you want to do more. Maybe you want to meet more people. Maybe you want to travel and see more places. But the only way of doing it, because I find out that if you're waiting to be prepared, you'll never be ready. So the best way of doing it is jump off the cliff. Have some faith in yourself. Have some faith in the things you want to do, and go ahead and do it, and go ahead and get started, because that's the only way that you are going to discover the power that really lies within you. Just the other day, a very good friend of mine sent me an email asking, how do I deal with rejection? This person said, Yadira, how do you deal with rejection? And I took some time to think about it and, just look at myself, what I do, because I still deal with it. I think we all deal with rejection sometimes. But reality is that it's just part of life. And I learned not to take anything personal. And when people do reject you for any reason, it's nothing personal. Don't take it personal. It might be that people are going through things. Like I say, everybody has suffered rejection at some point in life. So it's something that's very normal. It's very common, especially in the days we live in. And the number one question that we have to ask ourselves is, why should people trust you anyway? Because maybe people reject you because they don't know you, or maybe they haven't built that kind of relationship with you where they can put their trust in you and they can accept you, accept your judgment, accept who you are, or accept, your opinion. But like I say, it's nothing to take personal. Rejection is something that we always go through as people. Is very normal. It's very common. And I thought of these, that the only way maybe we're not going to go through rejection is when we die, after life. What is it after life? So while you're here, while you're still alive, and while you still have breath in your body, in yourself, just be grateful. Just be grateful and learn to love people regardless of who they are, how they behave. Love them. I learned that that's the best way of dealing with rejection, showing respect, showing love, and caring for others. Even if, they don't care about you, but just give love. Because remember that the Bible says God is love. So we have to love one another, and we have to love people. That's the only way of building trust. That's the only way of building relationships. And it's the very only way of dealing with rejection. So one day my grandma told me that not everybody's going to like you. Why should everybody like you? She said sometimes people don't like themselves in any way. Not everybody has a good taste. That you have personal power within you. I read a quote just the other day that impacted my life in a great way, and I think that is going to impact your life as well. What is this quote? This quote is, I will and I can. You can also say, I can and I will. Powerful, powerful. You have personal power within you. And that quote reminded me of a story that I want to share with you. The story says that this guy went away. He asked his father to give him everything that belongs to him. He said, Father, give him a part of my inheritance because I wish to go. And he found himself not in the best place in his life. And you might be right now not in the best place in your life, but I want to tell you that you can change your environment. You can change the place where you are at any time. You can make a decision. You can get up because you have personal power within you, and you can make it happen. You can say also, I can and I will. This son one day realized that in his father's house, he had everything he needed. That was the environment where he belonged. And he realized that in my father's house, there's provision, and there's all that I need for me, for my personal life. All my desires and all my dreams are going to be accomplished there. So he said, I will get up and I will go to my father and I will say to my father, here's where I belong. So I want to tell you that you have personal power within you, and there's an environment where you need to be, and you need to find it within yourself. There's personal power within you, and you gotta get up and you gotta find that personal power and say, I can and I will. Opportunities are never wasted, ever. Every time you let an opportunity go, somebody else will come and somebody else will take advantage of that opportunity. And reality is, it's being said that opportunity meets preparation. So I want to encourage you to prepare for opportunities. If you are somebody out there that is struggling in any area of your life, and you've been praying, you've been wanting to do more, to have more, and at the end of the day, everybody already knows what you want to do, who you want to be, and who you want to become. And I believe that you deserve to be everything you want to be. I believe that you deserve to be everything you desire to be, because you were created to do more, to be more, and to accomplish every dream that you have ever had.
So never miss an opportunity. Never miss the opportunity to prepare yourself for when opportunity knocks on your door. Because opportunity doesn't waste time. If you are not prepared, you will find somebody else who is prepared already. So if anybody's coming to you offering you to do something great, even if you don't know how to do it, just say yes. Because I guarantee you that on the way, you will learn how to do what that person is offering you to do. So never doubt anyone who's hungry, anyone who has desire, and anyone who's willing to do more and is willing to help you, is willing to tell you that something is going on. I have something new in my life, and I want to encourage you to support your friends and family. If you know that somebody out there that is a friend, that is a family member, and you claim that you love them, and you claim that you have interest in these people, and that you will do anything to help them, then do that. Help them and never miss the opportunity to welcome them into your life and say, hey, what are you doing? What's going on? I want to find out. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of what others may think. Don't be afraid of what might happen. You know that I always believe that failure is not bad. Failure is part of success, and failure is just a fertilizer for your success. So at the end of the day, if you take advantage of the opportunity, even if you struggle at the beginning, you will learn how to do it, and you will learn to survive, and you will learn more than that to exceed. Want to come up with ideas, and we tend to think that only brilliant people can come with ideas. I'm not like him, I'm not like her. But reality is, guys, that the only person we want to try to be better than is the person that we were yesterday. We're not to compare to nobody. We're unique. Every one of us is special and have unique gifts and talents. So we have to use those to our advantage. And reality is that there's so many people. I like what Jim Rohn says. Why sit down all night to try to think of an idea when so many people have written books and do seminars and maybe put it on cassettes and videos and audios, etc. Why not use those resources to our advantage and generate the ideas that we need? And I like the concept of finding a product for a customer, because most people focus on finding customers for the products, but I like the concept and the idea of finding a product for your customer. Now, that's why I always encourage you to build networks, to talk to people, to expand your associations and become a citizen of the world. And every resource that we have to our advantage. I am going to be quoting Les Brown while I talk to you. He's one of my favorites, and I really resonate with a lot of the things he has to share and a lot of the things that he speaks about when we're going through struggles in life. So I'm going to be quoting him, and you're going to hear me talk about resilience today. So what I want to encourage you today to do is to allow your circumstances to define you as a person. Because a lot of times when we go through difficulties and struggles, it's just to define who we really are as a person, who we really are, and as people. And life is designed to do that. Life is designed to knock you down, like if it's designed to keep you down if you let it. But I like what Les Brown says when he says is, if life knocks you down, make sure you land on your back. Because if you land on your back, you can look up and you can get up, baby. I like that. I really resonate with that philosophy. And I want to encourage you today. I've noticed and I've learned that one of the best ways of coming back up and getting back on our feet is by asking for help. You ask for help not because you are weak. I believe that you ask for help because you want to remain strong. So when you're going through tough situations in your life or in your business, ask for help. I know there's lots of people out there that are willing to help you. So ask for help, not because you're weak. You just want to remain strong. All right. So in my opinion, the only time when you have to get on your knees in life is when you're praying to God, when you're saying, Lord, thank you for everything you're doing in my life. Or maybe you want to surrender to God, and that's perfectly fine. But I want to encourage you to have some resilience, bounce back from situations when you're going through tough situations in life, when you're going through tough situations in business.
don't give up, all right? Don't give up. Don't throw the towel. Ask for help, because there's lots of people out there that are willing to help you if you let them. There that are dealing with fear of doing what they are here to do, what they're meant to do in life. And I mean, it revolves around the same thing over and over. But today I just want to encourage you, because this is what I want you to know. I want you to know that if you don't make the time to work creating the life that you want, eventually you are going to have to deal with a life that you don't want. I mean, and it's just that simple. It's just that simple. If you don't make the time, if you don't put the work to create a life that you desire, the life that you want, then you are going to have to deal with a life that you really don't want to live. So Jim Rohn says it the best: for things to change, you have to change. And that's one of my favorite quotes. So I just want to encourage you, forget fear. I always say that fear and faith cannot abide, cannot dwell in the same place. So kick fear out and invite faith, and begin to work on yourself. If you don't know what to do, if you don't know where to start, begin by reading books. Those are great mentors. When I started this journey, that's how I started, reading books. So go ahead and find a book, find somebody who's already living the life you want to live, and model their life. And message them, email them, get in contact with them, and ask them, hey, can you mentor me? Can you add some value to my life? Can I learn from you? Because I want to have to live a life that I don't want to have regrets in the future. So guys, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.